Hello, my name's Buster,
And my name's Boots.
and welcome back to the Beam AI Racing Series for Race 5.
Yes, we've put the hard work in, we now know the grid positions, and we know who's going to be in pole position. We're ready to get started.
We are, and the Sunburst actually got pole position. And funnily enough, I mean, this is the Hirochi racetrack where the Sunburst was tested and built.
Oh, so he's cheating then, because he knows the track like the palm of his hand, so he knows what he's doing.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you know, it's what can we say? He probably does have an advantage, so we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, well, somehow all the V8s and the US muscle cars are at the back.
Yeah, and the two Japanese cars are in first and second place.
And the Hopper, which is in last place.
So it's going to be interesting to see how we get on. We have one Italian car in fourth place.
Yeah, the Piccolina's going to get squished like a pancake by the V8s.
Well, yeah, but I do love the sound of the Piccolina. That flat four does sound good.
No, it does, but it doesn't sound quite as good as the V8s. The H15 van is got the ticket, in my opinion.
Got the ticket. Well, fair enough. It does sound good. But also the Sunburst sounds good too, the inline four.
Oh, good, yeah. Of course, we have the Gambler. Yes, the Gambler is probably going to do quite well. It's got a low centre of gravity, wide track, the wheels that stick out the side, the extended axles. So I'm sure it's going to do quite well.
But we're going to see what happens. See if the Hirochi can do the racetrack proud. So we're ready to start. So this is the first heat with all 8 cars, and we've got to wait and see.
Whoa! Okay, the Piccolina's down already. Oh my goodness, and the D15. So looks like the Roma hits the back of the D15. We've got some replays to see what happened.
My goodness. So the D15 and the Baja are out of it. So it looks like the Roma hits the D15, which hits the Baja, but the D15 and the Baja get caught on the Gambler's wheels.
Yes, we knew these external wheels and tyres were going to cause trouble, and we can see it plough in front of our eyes there. And
oh, the Covet has just hit the tyres.
Oh my goodness, and here comes the Gambler again as a force to be reckoned with, as just like completely knocked that Covet, which was just trying to regain control.
But the Covet is still going. The Roma is up behind the Gambler. My goodness, it's just so much going on with all these 8 vehicles. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the first heat is always the craziest. Okay, so the Sunburst is flying beautifully, and that suspension travel is doing it lots of favours. On the landing, it's nice and smooth. Good. Okay, good. And and all these vehicles are doing well on the jump. The Gambler, the Roma, even the Covet, which has tighter short travel suspension, which is a sort of wild card, as it's the gravel rally.
My God. Oh, the Roma tried to hitch a ride on the back of the Gambler. Oh, a little peck on the back by the Covet. Oh my goodness! And then the H15 gives the Roma quite a big knock, and then the Hopper after that.
So we've got a replay to see what happened here. The little knock by the Covet, and then the H15, and then the Hopper. So it looks like what happened is the Roma had landed on that flatbed of the Gambler, which is like a ute type vehicle, and but landed slightly awkwardly, half on, half off, which made it roll. And then he just couldn't regain control, and quite a big hit by the H15, and I think that's a spare wheel. I don't know if that's one of their wheels.
Oh yeah, it's the wheel from the roof.
Yeah, it's the wheel from the roof. So at least though, the H15, the delivery van, manages to get the Roma back on his wheels, so he could carry on at least. So I suppose a think is required.
Oh, well maybe not, because then there's another hit by the Hopper. So okay, so now on board with the Hopper, you can see what happens as the H15 hits the Roma, and then the Hopper just goes straight into the side of the Roma. Now, I don't know, oh my goodness, the Roma is still going. That's American engineering for you. And the Gambler crosses the line, the Covet.
Sly little knock there, but yes, so the Sunburst was in first place. H15 and the Roma both crossed the line. Okay, so
it's all the Baja's fault. That's why the D15 got caught out and got knocked. Well, had to then do the tiebreaker.
I can tell you're angry because you can't even get your words out.
Well, yeah, you know, I just can't believe that the D15 is has to do the tiebreaker. I mean, it should be Oh my goodness. So now we're going to see the D15 flatten that Baja. It's going to be a pancake by the time the D15's finished with it.
Okay, so it's heat 1 of 7. It's a tiebreaker number 1. It's the 2 vehicles that didn't make it. We need a tiebreaker to see which vehicle is not going to make it. Well, actually, Boots, you're getting annoyed with the Baja, and I think it's actually the Gambler which actually cost the D15. Not necessarily. Oh my, whoa.
Take that, you little Baja.
Oh no! Look at that, an upset! That's for you, Boots, that's for you. The Baja has managed to escape the clutches of the D15, and it's home and dry.
Oh no, so the D15 is not happy. The D15 is going to be chasing that little Baja down, and I really hope for the Baja's sake that he manages to keep that distance between him and the D15.
Yeah, the D15's not happy. You can hear that V8 revving up high. He's trying to put that power down to catch up with the little Baja, because this is what counts now. This is heat 1, and this is to decide.
Oh no! The D15 has got more trouble.
So this is the one where we're going to decide now who will be the first vehicle eliminated.
Oh, so I think I did have my money on the D15, but I don't think...
Well, look, your D15's almost lapped. If it wasn't for the fact that Baja had finished the second lap and the final lap.
Okay, so that's that then.
So it looks like the D15 has been eliminated. It's a slow drive round to finish this final lap, and then the D15 will be the first vehicle eliminated in race 5.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I was really hoping that the D15 was going to do it. I thought it would have beaten that little Baja easy.
Well, one thing this series has taught us is expect the unexpected.
Yeah, but if you do that, it's not unexpected anymore, because you're expecting the unexpected, and if you're expecting it, then it's not unexpected.
Yes, all right. Oh my goodness. Okay, philosophy. Oh, meanwhile, the D15 is getting himself into all sorts of trouble here. I'm not sure what he's doing. Oh, okay, I'm not sure what's happening. I do think that the D15 had his sights on the Baja, but completely missed.
Oh, there we go. Oh my goodness, this is not the day for the D15, is it?
I don't know what's happening. I have no idea.
I think he was trying to knock that Baja down a peg or two, but just kept messing up.
Okay, so heat 2 of 7. Now we're down to 7 cars. And you see some of the vehicles have smashed windows still.
Okay, so we're off.
The Sunburst in first place. It looks like we had a bit of a connection between the Covet and the Gambler.
Single file. Everyone's trying to beat the Gambler up. Oh goodness. Okay, so the H15's caught up.
So in first place, the Sunburst. Second place is the Covet.
Meanwhile, the H15 and the Gambler are, I don't know what they're doing, having a romantic dinner by the looks of it.
Oh, okay. Oh no, okay. It's ended badly. Whoa, that was quite a ram by the H15. It looks like they managed to get unstuck. Then the H15 knocks the Gambler.
Okay, meanwhile, this is like, what is this, like pairs? Is this singles night? Everyone's pairing off. So the Baja and the Hopper are making sweet love.
Are you allowed to say that? Well, you probably are allowed to say that, I suppose. But fair enough. So the Baja... Oh, God, you're making me laugh too much now.
What? No, but I'm not trying to be funny.
No, I know, but anyway, oh goodness. Okay, so the H15 and the Gambler are still a pair.
No, it's going pear-shaped.
Okay, so the Sunburst... We'll change the subject. So the Sunburst is in first place, the Corvette's in second place. Oh dear, quite a knock by the Sunburst onto that Baja.
Yeah, they had to be broken up one way or another, didn't they? Oh, okay, and the Covert comes round and knocks the Hopper, and then, yeah, knocks the Baja. Maybe the Baja can still go, but it has some quite funky-looking negative camber.
Oh my goodness, another... Okay. So, the Gambler now has got involved with the Roma just after he tried to connect, sort himself out after that crash with the H15. The Roma then comes out of nowhere and takes the back of that Gambler and puts it straight into the tyres.
Yeah, that looked like quite a bad hit. I don't think the Gambler's going to recover from that. We have another angle. I mean, you can see the Roma was in mid-air and had no way to avoid the Gambler and has just gone straight into the back of that kind of flatbed and then pushed him straight into the tyres.
Yeah, I think those two cars, they're stuck now. Okay, the Sunburst has crossed the line. The Covet is in second. The Baja dodges those two because it still has another lap to do. Meanwhile, the Gambler and the Roma are stuck there. My goodness.
Oh yeah, that's the Gambler's bumper. And the H15 has another lap to do. Okay.
And here comes the Baja. Last lap, and he just completely ruins it and catches the back of the Roma. So I think that then puts the Baja out of commission. Oh dear.
Go on H15 and thank you. Take that.
Okay, yeah, that was another hit, but that bar is taking a beating. I wonder if it can land on its wheels. I don't think it did, or did it? I don't know.
Okay, so the H15 now cruising past the wreckages, and this means that the H15 is going to make it through.
Yep, the D15 is sitting there in the distance there. As the first car eliminated. The H15 crosses the line. So now, okay, so yeah, so all these vehicles that didn't make it, we now need to do another tiebreaker.
Wow. Wreckage yard.
Oh dear. Okay, so on the sidelines here, the Sunburst, the Covet, and the H15 have made it through to the next heat.
Yes, they have. So now we need to do a tiebreaker. So this is Heat 2 of 7, tiebreaker number 1.
Yes, the Baja, the Hopper, the Roma, and the Gambler.
Here we go.
We need to decide who is going to be the second vehicle eliminated. The same thing happens again.
She fell over.
Yes, I know that's your catchphrase, but that was one of your favourite cars that just rolled over. Desperately trying to get back on his wheels again. So the panel beaters have done a good job getting these cars back into a position, and the mechanics to get them into a position where they can race again.
Okay, the Baja's going over the jump, followed by the Hopper.
So what car's going to be eliminated next? It looks like in the distance you can see the Roma's managed to get back onto his wheels.
The Gambler is putting his foot down. Oh, that was a close one. I thought we were going to get a mid-air collision then. Off goes the Baja.
Okay, now I'm completely disorientated now. I know.
You should be paying attention.
Yeah, I am trying to, but I'm not sure now who is in first place.
I think the Roma is in last place.
It may well be. I'm not sure.
So we'll have to monitor that. Oh, Gambler is in first place. Crosses the line.
Gambler's in first place, followed by the Baja. There we go. See, we're back on the ball. Wow, that was close. Nice parking by the Baja. The Hopper. Oh, so that means then that the Roma is to be eliminated, unfortunately. It's the second vehicle in race 5 to be eliminated, but he's just going ahead to cross the line. There you go.
Wow. What an interesting first 2 races. I love the way the suspension, all 3 wheels. I love the way the suspension rocks back when the Roma puts his foot down. It looks great.
So, the Roma has been eliminated. You're not looking good, is it, for the American pack? Because the first 2 cars eliminated are the US muscle cars.
Yeah, but I don't trust the Sunburst and that little Italian car. I don't trust it.
Whoa! My goodness. Okay, so the Italian car got shot upwards. Meanwhile, the Hopper and the Gambler just completely go off track.
So it's those external wheels again that we've been talking about for this race. It's caused more trouble. The external wheels of the Gambler have just literally shot that Baja up into orbit.
But also, there's been a bit of a connection between the Hopper external wheels, well, you know, the wheels and tyres, and the Gambler, and they've just gone off. Look, and so the Hopper's on its side, got some more angles here. You can see there's just the Gambler's trying to opposite lock it to get out of the situation, but is unable to. And the Hopper and the Gambler just go straight off the track.
Yeah, so, okay, so the H15 and the Covet were having a battle. The Gambler is off again. The Baja's off. Oh, and the Hopper. Okay, so we have 100% functioning vehicles.
Oh, look at that undertaken. What a great undertake by the Covet.
Oh, that was just complete luck.
Ah, that was good driving. Whoa, look at that. The Covet is a little force to be reckoned with. Some of these little cars, that's something that this series has taught us, that you just expect the unexpected.
Yes, you were saying before. Whoa!
I caught you halfway through the sentence.
It did, but so what happened? So the Covet gets T-boned by the Gambler with the Baja behind the Gambler.
Whoa. So there was quite a force on that little car, and I think that this might actually be the end of the Covet.
Good riddance. Good riddance, the little Covet.
Well, it might be the Gambler too by the looks of it. The only vehicle that might have saved itself is the Baja because it's rear engine, so it might be okay still.
Wow, okay, so the Gambler and the Covet look like they are out of commission.
Wow, that was quite an impact. So the Sunburst again in first position, and then followed by the H15. And now the Hopper is slowly making it around. And, of course, the Baja is still in commission.
On commission? What is it getting paid?
No, in commission. I mean, it's still... I don't know. It's still running. Anyway. So it looks like we're going to need another tiebreaker. This time it's going to be the Gambler and the Covet. So the Baja crosses the line. But because we have more than one vehicle out... Oh... We've got another angle there. You can see the radiator burst, and the water just goes everywhere.
Another slow motion splash. Yes, thanks, editors. It was nice to see a slow motion water splash from the radiator. Beautiful.
Quite a mess, the front of the Baja, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I suppose it's got no engine there. You know, it's rear engine, so the front is just going to squish right up.
So, okay, the Sunburst, the H15. And the rest of the vehicles are there sitting on the side. We have a tiebreaker to decide who will be the third vehicle to be eliminated. The Covet is in first position.
As we always do with the tiebreakers, it's original grid positions.
So that means that the Covet started in first place, and the Hopper... Oh, no, again.
Wait, I have deja vu here. I'm sure that happened before. But it looks like the Gambler now is safe. Go on, Gambler.
So we see a replay here. So the Covet catches those tyres, and whilst it's trying to sort himself out, the Gambler comes round and just gives it a big knock. And it looks like that rear left tyre of the Gambler catches the Covet and just continues that spin of the Covet. That must have been completely disorientating. So the Covet's back off running again, trying to catch up, because of course it's all or nothing now.
If the Covet cannot catch up, the Covet will be the third vehicle eliminated.
Yes, so the Covet has one more lap to catch up. It's a good little car, that. That's the gravel rally Covet. You can see it's got quite a, the suspension is quite raised a little bit. It's one of those wild cars we put in because we ran out of off-road vehicles. So here comes the Covet in hot pursuit, but I don't think it's going to be able to do it. It looks like, to me, that the Covet's going to be eliminated.
Go on, Gambler. The Gambler makes it through with his headlight hanging out.
Yes. The Gambler is safe. And the Covet... Oh, wow. You can see he must have been giving it some, because he really didn't want to be that car to be eliminated. There you go. So the next vehicle to be eliminated is the Ibishu Covet Rally Gravel. Okay, so now it's heat 4 of 7. We have 5 vehicles. Let's see how we get on. The Sunburst has been in first place the whole time, and I think this is going to be a difficult one for the other vehicles, because I think the main contender for the Sunburst is the V8 H15 Rally van. You can see he's trying to keep up. Oh goodness, okay, so the external wheels are causing trouble again. Gambler's in last place.
We did say before that the Gambler has the best power to weight ratio, but unfortunately it looks like he's just not using that power. I don't know why, but he's in last place again. Sunburst is in first place, H15's in second, Hopper's third, Baja's fourth, Gambler's fifth.
Oh dear, bit of a connection there again.
The Gambler just cruises past the Baja.
Off he goes, off he goes. I like that little car. I wish that little car the best. I do like that little car. But that Gambler does look mean.
I agree with you, that thing looks really mean. It looks like the Baja's got some issues with its tracking or something. The wheels look like looks like they're toeing out.
Okay, we're all crossing. There's a line of vehicles here.
Yes, so the next vehicle to be eliminated, single file. That front end of the Baja is completely flattened like a pancake again. So the next vehicle to be eliminated is the Baja.
Off he goes to line up the fourth vehicle. So we're halfway through the pack already. We've got 4 vehicles left. Okay. Oh, it looks like a bug of some kind.
What, like a bug that's hit your windscreen?
Does look a bit like that, doesn't it? So as the Baja's lining up in the paddock,
eliminated.
That's a shame, because I wanted to see good things with that little Baja. I like the sound of it, I like the look of it, and I like old school car. I like retro vehicles, and I was hoping to see that do better.
Well, that's it. It's out. He's lucky he didn't get flattened.
So the Sunburst is in first place still. H15 is in hot pursuit, then the Hopper, and the Gamble is in last place.
Now, like I said, I think that if anyone has a chance to take the first position away from the Sunburst, it's going to be the H15.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's got the power, but it just doesn't look like he's managing to keep up.
Yeah, I think it's the handling. I think handling-wise, I think the Sunburst is nicely balanced.
Yeah, so the Sunburst followed by the H15, followed by the Hopper, and in last place the Gambler. So at this stage now, the Gambler risks being eliminated. If the Gambler can't at least overtake that Hopper, it's out. Nice jumps by the Sunburst and the H15.
Yeah, it looks like the Gambler's slowly closing that gap.
Wow, the Sunburst is way out there. So the Sunburst is about to cross the line and be safe yet again. H15 has dropped back a fair bit. Meanwhile, the battle for last place, or should I say third place? Oh, okay, no, that's that.
I did wonder if perhaps the Hopper was going to be overtaken by the Gambler, but it was a close one. I do like this one. I like the Gambler. I think it sounds great. I think it looks great. And I think it's well balanced because it's got a low power to weight, a low center of gravity, I mean. But unfortunately, it just looks like it just couldn't put his power down.
Yeah, it might be those extended axles might have been causing him troubles. I don't know, because you can see those axles are extended out quite far. Okay, so now we're down to 3 vehicles, and I just think that the Sunburst is way out there. The Sunburst is in another league. I mean, we didn't know what to expect. It's not necessarily all about power, is it?
Well, no, it's not all about power, I suppose, it pays me to say, but it's a balance of, dealing with the jump and the landing and dealing with the bends. Like we saw a lot of the drag vehicles just go straight into that barrier, and that sort of incapacitated quite a few vehicles.
Yeah, I know it did, and so I was looking forward to see how these off-road vehicles would deal with the track.
And I think what we were expecting, I think they deal with the jump well, but perhaps they can't put the power down around the bend.
Yeah, but I do think that the Sunburst is sort of nicely balanced and was able to put more power down, I think. So although it's not the most powerful car there, I think he was able to keep his power down because of the balance. Oh dear.
I don't think that was necessary, was it?
So the hopper in third place has been eliminated. So we're getting ready then for the final heat, which will be the H15 off-road van versus the Hirochi Sunburst off-road.
Look, I mean, if that H15 can get a good start, perhaps it could sort of maybe have a chance, but...
No, I just think that Sunburst is just too quick. That thing has been in first place the whole race. All of the heats.
Well, I started to wonder whether it was the H15 was going to close the gap, but on the straight, the Sunburst has just gone. Has burst into a sun.
Fair enough. I suppose it has. I mean, it's not called a Sunburst for nothing, is it? Look, it's just... unless anything crazy happens, I think the Sunburst is going to make it through.
Yeah, that's a shame, because I did think the H15 was going to be a good contender as well. Like you said earlier, I think it was... Of the remaining vehicles, I thought it was the one that was going to be able to take it down, but unfortunately it hasn't been able to.
Well, it was either that or the Covet. I mean, at the beginning of the first few heats, the Covet and the Sunburst were battling, having some quite good battles. But there was a bit of an upset with the Covet. Got spun out and then destroyed. So the Sunburst is through. So the Sunburst is going to make it through to the special Race 9. And eliminated is the Gavril H15 off-road.
Yes. So we've got 3 more races, and the Sunburst is through.
Oh goodness, some dizzy donuts by the Sunburst to show off now. Some celebratory.
You can't even talk properly. How many beers have you been drinking?
No, I swear I don't drink when I'm working. The celebratory donuts by the Sunburst. So the Sunburst is through. So help me with this. The Sunburst now is going through to race 9 to join the street-tuned Covet.
Yes, that's right. And the drag tuned at D15.
And the French, well, it's a Italian French police car, the FCV.
And this, yeah, no, there's 4, isn't there?
Yeah, I started to lose. Yeah, so the Sunburst is going through, and meanwhile it's just doing a victory lap.
Yeah, the Sunburst is just enjoying himself doing a bit of a victory lap. It looks like he's skewed that one a bit. He has gone off. Where's he gone? Oh, he's rolled! We have a roll by the Sunburst.
Oh, and a slow motion, so he slightly skews that jump, goes through the opening, to the exit rather, to leave the track, lands awkwardly and just goes into a rolling frenzy.
Well, you know, I've got to give it to him. He's given the fans a show. He's not going to just have his car in pristine condition, win and drive off. He's going to give the fans a show.
Well, yeah, it looks like, oh my goodness, massive positive camber on the back there. That looks really awkward. Whoa, yeah, I'd agree with you. He is giving the fans a show. And, oh, he's found another jump.
Off into another rolling frenzy. What is he trying to prove?
I don't know. I think he's just trying to show how reliable his car is. You could see the chassis bending then as he goes over that little jump, which, I mean, was a bit of a surprise. I couldn't really make it out from the camera angle.
Yeah, it was sort of like an ejector seat. It just flung him into the sky. So a replay of the rolls. I mean, I don't know how many rolls we've done so far, but I mean, this is a bit of a rolling marathon.
So can he move? He can move still. My goodness, this vehicle can still move.
He is trying to celebrate.
Any more bending on those wheels is going to like the DeLorean in flight. Oh, and a roll, another roll.
My goodness, that hurt me just looking at it.
Oh dear, that's the sort of thing that's going to give you a headache and a half. That things flinging off left, right, and centre.
Yeah, I can't imagine it being able to drive still after that. We'll have to wait and see.
It still drives. Does this thing still drive? Apparently it does.
I don't know what he's doing. I think we've had about enough of this now. Sir, you've proved yourself. Yes, we understand.
Off he goes. Well, he's just celebrating. He's doing some weird drifting and celebrating after after winning. Because he's now going to be through to race 9. So, my goodness. He's going to be joining the rest of the cars in race 9.
But I think he's on a mission to literally break the car so it doesn't move anymore.
Yep, it still drives.
It still does drive.
Oh, we're going to find that little ejector seat again. Off he goes.
And we have steam, smoke, everything, more rolls.
There you go. Oh yeah, and don't forget, we have new music for the BeamNG AI Race Series. This is Dimi Kaye, not holding back. Make sure you check out the description for Dimi Kaye's YouTube channel and check out his music. It is brilliant.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's brilliant. It reminds me of like the action movies from the 80s.
Yeah, and that's what he said. That is what he said was his inspiration. So it's definitely worth checking out if you're interested.
Meanwhile, the Hirochi Sunburst is finally broken. Finally.
Yeah, you could say, yeah, it's finally broken. It's not moving anymore. We're getting ready to head off, but stay tuned for race 6, the qualifying of race 6, which will be coming shortly.
Yeah, make sure you come back for that.
And ultimately, we're all preparing for the finale race 9, where all the winners get involved. See you next time.